Welcome in. As you can see, it's a Flats video. Came out this couple hours ago. I watched the first 2 minutes. I'm like, okay, I need to make this a video. Now describe why. He's playing support. This video is called What Support Jail Feels Like in Marvel Rivals. I'm going to review his gameplay as support. Now right here you can see he doesn't have any lords so far right here. I would be surprised if he has any lords down here. So he is not lorded on any support. So let's see how he does. Let's watch the video now.
Isn't there like a spot here? Like you can go up in the chandelier? I think you can break a spot in here and get in. Is that it?
Again, he's not healing his team right now. If that invis was slightly less good, or if that Spider-Man was slightly better, his invis would have died already because he was too busy digging a hole in the ceiling. So that was a very risky play right there. I believe this is his main account as well. Again, he's digging a hole instead of like healing his team, and gets obliterated by a Daredevil here.
And I'm dead. I couldn't get up there. There is a spot though. I just have to break it again.
Against the Daredevil, he will see you through the walls. So you just saw that the Daredevil found you up there, trying to get up there. Chances are the Daredevil will likely see you up there again.
Solo rocket healing.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
Okay, you can see. Okay, team is fully healed. He goes to dig the ceiling again. Finds a spot, but what if your team starts to push up and starts to get picks on the long lane?
This is actually
Again,
a
the
spot.
Spider-Man, who I think might have been the Daredevil before, finds you instantly again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 seconds away from your team, away from healing, kills your Groot.
Groot's so far up.
The Groot is not so far up. That's where you need to hold on this map while you're holding pressure and slowly walk back from there. You're just preoccupied by trying to shoot a Spider-Man for around 5-6 seconds that you don't really pay attention to the front line. The Groot might have saw a pick he was trying to get, and he thought he actually had 2 supports on him instead of just 1. Again, why are you... What are you looking back there? Heal your team. You just saw the Invisible Woman got the "what are you looking at" Deadpool ult on her. Why are you just exploring the map? Heal your... Why are you going after a Star-Lord? You can see I caught it. I didn't watch up to here yet. Deadpool ulted your invis, probably with the team up. And then you decide to go on a viewing tour and start to go after a Star-Lord and shoot him instead of healing your team. What are you doing? Okay, she's res now. Okay, good. You're actually healing her. What? Flats, why are you destroying your own Groot wall? I get it wasn't placed well, but heal your team.
It's the other direction.
He is definitely not a support man, I'll tell you that. Heal your... Okay, you're healing your Groot. Good, good. Why are you shooting? Your Groot's in Stranger's not full HP. Look at the floor while healing your Strange. It heals him almost double. That ult is in the wide open. That's gonna get shredded instantly.
Saw it coming.
Then why did you do it? A good place to put his ult, which you could have seen. Let's just go back here when you placed it. If I was him right now, I would look over here and place the ult right there, forcing the enemy team to look up and away. Because he could have easily looked at that lip right there. Even that lip right there, he saw. Let's go back a little bit. Like, even up there, he would have placed it. But let's say, no. Let's say right here. He can place it right here. It's elevated, kind of like that rocket. It's higher elevation. You can even place it on your Groot wall. Anything would have been better than placing it in the middle of the enemy team.
There it is. Okay,
and I saw him shoot a little bit there with a Groot, like, almost dying. Again, right now, don't stagger. What are you doing? You jump into a 1v6 and die and stagger yourself even more? Okay. That Spider-Man ult is interesting.
Solo Spidey ult. 1v6. Dies. Feels good.
Oh my, you can't say that. You cannot say that when you try to 1v6 and died. You cannot say that. Last death, you could either have died instantly or have ran and saved your life, but no, you decided to run around a little bit and then jump down on the point, trying to diff their rocket. No, you can't say that. Okay, if I was him, I would move that res beacon. Now the Spider-Man knows where it is. He's going to target it next time he comes over. Okay, grabbed a health pack. That's good. I would still move that point right there. Okay, the Spider-Man gets rezzed. Okay. Aim at the floor more. It just almost double the healing with 2 bounces. If there's Groot Walls too, shred them with Rocket. You can easily just shred them there.
My front line's getting run over. My back line's exploding. I'm just a rocket.
You know you are the backline, right? You know you're the backline. Also, your tanks are exploding because you're like DPSing half the time.
Hold and right click.
No, you're holding left click more than right click. I'll tell you that. Heal your Spidey to the left.
My Groot's dead again.
Just like throw one bubble at him over there.
My whole point is gone.
Stop trying to DPS the rogue. The Deadpool put the ult on your invis again. Heal her. Oh my god.
My backline is dead again.
Because you aren't healing your Invincible Woman. That's the second time Deadpool ulted her. You know, if she misses a shot, she gets damaged. And then upgrade, you know, if you even don't do anything, you still get damaged. You know, that ability. Yeah, he's put it on her twice, and you haven't healed her barely any at all. That's why she's dead. You decided to, first time, shoot the Star-Lord and search for him on the second level. She died. Second time, you decided to DPS a rogue instead of healing her. Then she died. Now you blame... Okay. Okay.
They're just playing hard dive. We're exploding.
Hard dive? This is not hard dive. Spider-Man, Star-Lord, Rogue, Deadpool, that's not hard dive. Sure, can Rogue dive? Yes. Can Deadpool dive? Yes. But they don't do it all the time. They still need a front line. Because if they don't have a front line, your Phoenix will go rampant. Your Emma would just hold W. Your Groot would hold W. Sure, there's a few things that can poke your backline. Like, let's say Ultron. You see Deadpool ulting your backline. Spider-Man is the only really true dive on that team. They have pokes to the backline, but not true full dive. Full dive would have been like Venom, Angela, Spider-Man, Black Panther, White Fox. That's full dive. This is like one dive and a couple people who can poke your backline. You're just exploding because you're not healing your Invisible Woman. Okay, and also taking 2,000 damage as Rocket at this point in the game, that is way too much.
Guys, I do not think that this is gonna save us. I kind of want to go Jeff. I feel like Jeff low-key would actually be kind of crazy here.
With your target priority right now on support, with how much damage you want to do, I'm not sure if that would be a good idea. At least with Rocket, you have sustained healing, at least somewhere where you throw the orbs, but like, it's not a good idea either way. I'm surprised if you're going to win this match. They're already at like 3 minutes, 43 seconds, and like a third of the way through.
Maybe
or
after ult.
Quarter way through. Don't you dare try to attack that Star-Lord.
Oh.
Okay, your Phoenix got him. Interesting res spot. The teammate you're gonna res now has to walk around a giant iron wall. Interesting spot. Interesting spot. I would have placed it right in that corner right here. Still protected by the edge right here and the dive. When dives come, they're gonna go over here sometimes. But, you know, I would... Okay. Because the iron wall would have blocked it right here, and the only time they would need to destroy is if they walk super far around. Or... Okay. Interesting spot. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's see his next ult placement. If I was him, I would place the ult maybe behind that pillar right there or right here, out of sight, depending on how far they push up.
Kind of down to one fight already.
Okay, now destroy that res beacon. Okay, your Phoenix was good right there, but you could have done extra stuff if she didn't do that. Okay, pop one there. Heal your other support now. Heal your other support now. Place it in the wide open again. Okay, that's a great idea right there. Place it in the wide open. How did that work? I have no idea. The enemy team must not be good at target priority on the beacon like you guys. That was another just horrible placement on his beacon. This is in comp, by the way. That's why I'm so critical. If it was in quick play, I wouldn't be making this.
He's alive. We're good.
But for someone who says, like, support is easy, yep, it's quite the watch. Okay, you see your invis is getting dove. Or maybe that was your... Okay, that was your Phoenix. You didn't go to look at her. You pretty much said, oh, other support, you do that. You dashed back into the Star-Lord.
I don't know why we ulted that, but I'm gonna go Jeff here.
You don't know why she ulted? It's because you died. A lot of people on your team were taking damage, heavy pressure, and she ulted. Okay? Not to mention, you did also dash right back into a Star-Lord E. Let's see this Jeff gameplay now. I'm also Lord Jeff.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
Okay, just doing extra poke damage. It's good to do when your team is dead, at least. Okay. Heal your Emma. Okay, right here's good positioning, actually. Okay. Put a bubble on your floor. Get max HP so Spider-Man can't 2-tap you. I wouldn't say run away fully, but, you know, you just heavily stagger your team. What are you doing? Heal your team. He'll get there when he gets there. He has zipline. Put a bubble on him. Make him faster. Okay, never mind. You ran out of bubbles. That's okay. I forgot he used all of his bubbles.
Cool. Yeah, the guy's got a good point. Groot with 3+ dive DPS.
I mean, you also can't win with the support DPSing half the time and not having good heal priority. Not to mention, with Jeff and you have a Punisher on your team ulting, you better make sure you have your bubbles. That's more healing for him, not over time, but also amplified healing for him, alongside a slight increase in speed, which I think makes him just about normal walking speed, which is heavy value for him.
It's attack. This can work. Okay. Well,
I don't know, if I feel like, I don't know, I feel like if they had a support main where Flats is right now, they would be way better right now because they'd have won 2 team fights if he just healed his Invisible Woman.
Weekend rank games are always a little bit of a shit show. Anyone could probably tell you about that one.
Even more so when you DPS as a support. Why are you bubbling right there? It's gonna run off before they even make it. Okay, never mind. You didn't need that bubble. You stopped wasting your bubbles. Okay, heal that person who just flew across your screen. Okay, you don't bubble yourself. Okay. I get why, you know, say Spider-Man's S tier, which I do agree he's A tier, but not S tier. But, like, you didn't bubble yourself. You were already damaged. You swam a little bit late, and you got popped by him. Welcome to the support life right there. Getting instant comboed by Spider-Man, but again, you didn't use your abilities. Again, you have a C ability. I just realized that. Have you had a C ability this whole round? And you didn't place that at your tanks or your backline when you know they have dive?
Is that the same guy? Okay. That guy just exploded.
Welcome to the damage. Can't heal everything. If I was him, I would be poking that Ultron up there. Ultron doesn't have that very good sustain on his own. All self-heals on him are shields of decay. He can only heal when he drones someone and goes down to them. So if you do constant poke damage to him, maybe your Spider-Man can one-shot combo him. If you want to do more poking, put the bubble, your C ability, on the ground and just spray at him. Maybe you do a bubble alongside of that if you want to be very safe, but still, there's better ways, more safe ways. Again, the Ultron is wide open. You can probably take away a fourth of that half his health right now, but you decide not to. Bit of late on the right click there. He is letting his other support heal any person that's not directly in front of him. I've realized that. He just likes to look forward. Doing the extra poke damage is good for Assault, though. Again, heal your team. They're almost dying. Don't look away at the Spider-Man who's zooming away.
Guy's like 1 HP, too.
Okay, heal your team. You're safe right now. Throw your C ability down. I wonder if he doesn't know he has a C ability. Maybe that's why he's not throwing it down. Heal your other support. She got her. She got the Deadpool ult on her again. Flats. That's the 3rd time. That's the 3rd time. Oh my god. Heal your other support when a Deadpool ults her. And she's right in front of you. What are you doing, Flats? That's the 3rd time the Deadpool has ulted her. And then she dies right next to you. What are you doing? Yeah, he's gonna die from the uppercut, yeah.
And I'm dead.
Oh, he just looked back at the other support. Did you not know she died and pinged for... okay. I was trying to say anything
After
about that
dying
anymore.
a single time, where I probably could have helped him, but I wasn't able to in time, when I've gotten literally hard farmed like 4 deaths in a row is certainly a choice.
Oh, now he's complaining about the invis, how she is pinged for heals. And he said he pretty much let her die a couple times because he's been farmed 4 times. Dude, the past 2 of your deaths have been from Spidey, pretty much web, E, uppercut, 2 times in a row in like less than 2 seconds. You do realize that a lot of people, when they're already healing their team, are gonna instantly snap their neck to you and heal you. Welcome to the support life. People are doing other things right now. You're not always gonna have someone by your side. You need to be self-reliant. Especially as Jeff, it should be easy to escape a Spider-Man when you're full HP. Especially when you have the C ability and the bubble. She'd not leave you to die. The first 2 deaths, I don't remember that quite well, but oh yeah, your first rocket death, you got popped by a Daredevil because you're trying to play hide and seek in the roof. The second death you had was when you were trying to 1v6 the enemy team with a rocket and heavily staggering yourself. The other deaths, if there were any, I don't remember them fully. There was one where you died as Rocket and switched to Jeff, but still, most of the deaths have been from your fault, not the invis. Okay, you're taking him to spawn, that's okay, whatever. Doesn't really matter when he killed 2 with your 1 ult. Again, he's late healing himself and late healing his team. I can see he's frustrated as well. Okay, I know you're trying to bubble the Phoenix there, so I'm not going to mention that. Pop the C ability right here on the choke. That's just extra healing for overtime, plus your ult charge, like supercharges with that. Especially with a bubble healing on top of that. Yeah, I don't think he does realize he has a C ability, so I'm not going to mention that anymore.
Only 60 seconds left.
We got 3 DPS.
Okay, he cuts out about a
Our team is
minute.
invoice. Nobody has said a peep the entire game. I got 3.
To be fair, you haven't either. You can't blame your team when you haven't calmed either.
2 people on the enemy team that are hard rage baiting. This is the...
Well, because you are not a good support. They feel so confident to talk trash in the chat because they know you aren't being a good support right now.
peak Marvel Rivals experience, actually. This is actually what Marvel Rivals is today. Or not today, but now.
No, it's just like... I'm being very blunt about this, Flats. I know you're not going to watch this, but everyone watching. You cannot blame your team that they're not voice comming when you haven't voice commed, at least what you've shown in the video. You cannot say your invis pretty much left you to die when over half your deaths, and not nearly all your deaths, have been from your fault or you trying to really DPS. You cannot blame her for leaving you to die when that's 3 or 4 Deadpool ults in a row, which you never looked at her to heal her. I think once you actually did a little bit, but that's still barely anything. You still try to DPS the rogue after giving her like 1 or 2 heal orbs. It is not a good look. I bet you've looked at the enemies more than your own support, or your whole team for that matter.
Also, what? Like, ducks sound like little farts sometimes. What the f***?
Okay, talking about Marvel Rivals and how it's bad and that's interesting.
Well, I'm out of here.
Okay, he goes to the health bag, that's good. I would bubble to make you faster and make sure your right, or shift I mean, is not off cooldown quicker.
Surprised they touched. I think I literally want to report like 5 people on my team. I actually, unironically, want to literally report our entire team.
Interesting.
One guy, that guy ran down the entire game on Groot. That guy literally went...
Okay, I know he's referencing the very beginning when the Groot was at the choke. He did not run it down. He expected another support to be there. Whenever I play, that's exactly where the tanks are. And I set up right there. If you watch any of my clips on this map, I set up 2 Loki illusions. It's probably over right now, right? It's probably over. Yeah, I'm gonna let him talk and I'll re-say my point.
5 and 11 on the DPS. The other guy who was playing Invis, I don't think push or pulled their Spidey a single time. One time I let him die first. By, like, you know, it was just a misplay by me. Immediately.
Only once? Only once, Flats. You know the Deadpool ulted her like 3 or 4 times, right? And you didn't heal her except for one time where you decided to shoot a rogue?
Puts up the surrender vote. Like, good lord. That's just awful.
I wish I could see his healing stats. Again, this is Celestial 2, by the way. Okay, let's just go back to here. So you can't really see it well right here, but hopefully you can make out. This is the point right here. This is the choke around right here. I set up my illusions around one right here, the very lip, and then one by them. So it's a constant burst. This is where I set up in this lane. And the tanks are always down here. You can see right now the Invis is healing them while they're pushed up getting picks. They're not heavily pushed up. You're just heavily pushed back, limiting where you can actually heal. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next YouTube video. See ya.